woman in a towel. The sexual overtones are the racial overtones. Excuse me?
It don't matter, divorce court, child support, Lou Dort.
Right side, back side, sunny side. Sons and fights. Chris Paul, Cliff Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul. OKC, KFC, UFC. Sons and fights. Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka. OKC, KFC, UFC. Sons and fights. 4C, mustard seed, poppy seed. You can say SGA, PGA, USA. Sons and fights.
You mean
it don't matter, divorce court, child support, Lou Dort.
Right side, back side, sunny side. Sons and fights. Chris Paul, Cliff Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul. OKC, KFC, UFC. Sons and fights. Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka. OKC, KFC, UFC. Sons and fights. 4C, mustard seed, poppy seed. You can say SGA, PGA, USA. Sons and fights. Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka. OKC, KFC, UFC. Sons and fights.
Everybody, welcome back. First game of the playoffs of I'm sure what will be many. To be completely honest, I'm pretty sure we're going to be in a few different knockdown, drag 'em out series. Won't we? Thanks, Brady. Thanks, Tori. Good luck to you guys in your series. Well, let's get into the prize picks. This stream, this playoff series is, of course, brought to you by Prize Picks. And here's what I am rocking with today. Make sure you guys use code HMA. They're going to get you guys $50 to play with when you put in your first $5. I went with a little $13 play, a little flex play. So I can miss one of these and still not completely lose what I put in. You know, I'll win a little bit. But I like all three of these, truly. Chet and Goodwin to combine for 16 rebounds. I need 8 each from these guys. That's what I'm focusing on. 8 each or something close to it. Book to get 24 points. Might be wishful thinking. I know he's been slumping, but I feel like if he's healthy, finally, if he was sick, that combined with they're going to try to get him involved, and I think Jalen Green's deserving of a little bit more defensive attention, so we'll see. Maybe that'll be rough. Maybe that one is the tougher one. And then Jalen Green, I need him to make 7 field goals. He's been well past that, so I am scared. I feel like that might have been one I should have thought more about, but that's what I wanted to do last time, and Sundo was right. We picked his 19 points, and we were right. Him to hit 19, and he did. What up, Stefano? So if you guys want to, join us on Prize Picks, if you want to follow me, it's at Suns Valley. You guys can track my successes or my mistakes. But either way, man, shout out to Prize Picks. Once again, guys, use Coach HMA. Let's get into this real game. All right. Sundo. Not sure where Sundo is. He might not be here this stream, to be honest. He's doing a little front running. I think he thinks we're gonna lose, so he's like, yeah, I only really like showing up and shucking and jiving when we win. It's kind of the duality of Sundo in another way, you know. Yeah, no Sundo yet. Hopefully we get him. But he's not going to be around to stream. He's not going to be around to stream this game. He's not going to be around to stream WrestleMania later. You know? That's a great question. Roy says, are you nervous? No. I genuinely do not feel the nerves that I should feel right now for a playoff game. Do you guys? No, that could change if the Suns start fugazing like they're going to be a problem in this series. Yeah, I'm sure I'd start getting nervous. But as of right now, I'm not nervous because hold on, sorry. I'm not nervous because this series isn't about winning, it's about how good can you lose. I know that sounds insane to the people that don't want to hear it, but I just want to rock. Bada yada ya type shit. I just want this team to get great playoff experience for the next season to help launch us next year and be like, hey, man, we made the playoffs last year. You know what I'm saying? We gave OKC a little bit of a test, you know what I'm saying? We stole a game from them, you know what I'm saying? By the way, I do think it's possible to steal this one game. Of all the games, this would be the game I would look for the Suns to steal. OKC does not take us seriously, right? And we're warmed up. We're worked in a lather. All right, they are a dry bar of soap that hasn't been, running through your body hair at all yet. And so maybe we jump out, steal the game one, and then they go, all right, time to get serious. Mash the next 3 games. I don't know. But these are the returning champs. Their roster is loaded. From sea to shining sea, loaded. And they're just going to keep getting better since they have all the draft picks in the next 5 drafts and no one else has any. No Mark Williams, ESPHX. Epic says Chet isn't good at abusing mismatches. Better hope not. Better hope Oso's able to put up a fight on the boards. He did well against Porzingis. So it is possible. This game, you guys, is on ABC. So it's not on my NBA League Pass. I had to go find it on YouTube TV. So in case that helps you guys. I don't find it interesting, Joker. All right. I find it to be an ass whooping and waiting, to be completely honest. You got the $30 ESPN membership. Was that for the world's worst WrestleMania? Yeah, YouTube TV is expensive. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna get rid of it as soon as I can, but I'm gonna need it for NBA Summer League. It's like there's not really a great time to get rid of it. Anyways, guys, help us out if you don't mind. Please, please, please hit that like button. It's been turning into a basketball. Let me know if it is now, but we need you guys' help. We're gonna have to probably just wait until next year to consider ourselves out of algo jail. Somebody had messaged in the last stream or in the comments. They were like, "Oh no, it was you, Joker, when we were playing. You must have been listening to us talking. You were like, didn't you guys post something like a month ago saying you were out of algo jail?" Yeah, I wrongly thought that algo jail wasn't going to extend past when we got our streaming privileges back. Oh, that was wrong. All right, guys, jump ball. Suns win the jump ball. Jalen Green bringing it up. Let me get this game cast working. Oso with it. Jalen Green doubled. They're quick doubling Jalen Green. Dylan Green, step back, fadeaway yumper is no good. Hartenstein with the rebound. He gives the ball up over to Shea. Shea with the spin, the pass out. Jalen Williams off the backboard, no good. Book gets the ball immediately from Brooks on the fast break. He can't dribble. He's forgotten how to dribble. He kicks it to Goody in the corner. Short three, tip out from Oso, though. Brooks gets it and kicks it over to Brooks, and Brooks hits the three. That's big. All right, J-Dub kicks it to Dort Dub. Over to Chet Braham Lincoln, who loses it. Book to the rack with the bucket. Nice. Thank you, Book. Quick Book dunk, guys. Shea. Step back, kicks it into Dort in the corner. Suns killer Dort with the three. As usual, bro does not miss threes versus us. Green, pick and roll. Kicks it to Oso. Wild pass. We get lucky to save it. Goody for three. No good. Dort gets the rebound over Book. Book wanted to sell a push. Doesn't get it. Shea with the spinning, fouled layup, going to the line. Hey, YouTube TV, if this is 720, consider me Miles Davis, okay? Shea getting the MVP chance, hits the first free throw. I can't believe I have to listen to Doris Burke. Free throw good. Both of them. Yeah, mine looks terrible, Roy. Just terrible. Book. Fouled. Aggressive. Doesn't get the call, but gets his flop shot to go. That's a good sign. Shea to the rack. Alley-oop. No, passed it over to Dort. J-Dub cut off by Brooks. Good defense here. Good win on Shea. Shea getting ready to rear up a flop. Turnaround fadeaways. No good. Ball poked to Green, who's already up the court. Green getting cut off by J-Dub. Shoots it. No good. An air ball from the baseline. Once a foul, not going to get it. Shea the other way. Blocked by Oso. They're going to say it went off Oso last. He probably should have just tried to slap it back in. They just bailed Dort out. Doris, I like the whistle. Yeah, there was a little bit of context. Shut up, you old pig. No one wants to hear from you. J-Dub throws it in and an insta-foul on the catch. Heated says, imagine if we have the best defense against OKC this series. I mean, we or them. Look at handsome blind Gwegley looking like he's Grayson Allen's dad. Williams, J-Dub that is, driving on Green, kicks into the corner to Chet. Chet, pull up, good. Too easy, right over Book. Book tried, but there's nothing he can do. Deep three for Gilly Gillespie. Wow. Gilgis. Hezzy, cross. Turnaround fadeaway. Short. Great defense from Brooks. Great defense from Brooks. Green with it. Over to Oso. Handoff here to Book. Book. Backdoor cut is stolen. Bad pass from Book. Stolen by Yettingham. And Hartenstein with the bang out. Dang. Crowd going brazy right now. Green. Screen, little short screen from Gillespie. Green all the way to the rim. Hangs and reverse layup right past Yet. Shea to J-Dub for three. He drills it in Brooks' face. It was good defense, though. He was right there. That's just a really tough shot. What up, Romero? And there's another steal. Might want a timeout before it gets out of hand. I mean, it's only a 2-point deficit, but the crowd's going crazy after that. I need to see what happened here. Who turned that ball over like that? Man. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out, though, man. We're already at 42 likes. You guys rock. Man, let me see if I have any memberships to give out for free. You guys already did all the memberships we could ask for. I low-key might go see this Michael Jackson movie, by the way. It's not my fault. I was raised in a different era. By the way, if you weren't aware, yeah, we already gave out all our members for free. Maybe I can buy some later. If you weren't aware, I'm pretty sure that the Jeffrey Epstein files, I'm pretty sure that they exonerated my boy Michael Jack. Okay? Thank you, Wanikin. Vindicated. Vindicated. And you know who was trying to get him? BB. Not really, but basically. It's insane, Joker. I mean, they really were relying on him. Candace Sundoans did a whole video, like a year. She did like a whole little series investigating whether or not he was actually what they say he was, and she was right. That's the only thing she's ever been right about, though. Don't look into anything she's ever said. Book and Jalen have to step up handling the ball against this OKC team, says Atomic. Yeah, or, I mean, they've got Colin out there. Why not allow Colin? I think Colin does a fantastic job running the offense as a little Steve Nash mini wannabe. He's not nearly as good as Steve Nash, but he does a really fine job. He doesn't get the ball stolen. He makes better, crisper passes, I feel like, most of the time. It's his natural position. And then you could just have Book and Jalen Green come off of screens, pause, and get the ball and go to work. But that's just me. I'm just a weirdo. That's crazy. Romero said that was the first time that Jalen Green had back-to-back 30-point games. That can't be true, Romero. I don't mean to say that I don't believe that you would know that. That is such a weird, hard-to-believe stat about Jalen Green, that he'd never gone back-to-back 30s. Did they say it? Yeah, maybe it is. Wow. Back-to-back 35-point games. Okay. Oh, that's... Yeah. A little bit easier to believe. Actually, a lot of it. Who got 2 quick fouls? Who was it? Was it Good? Oh, no. Well, cuck me, Gillespie with the ball. He was kind of bringing it up. He gives it to Jalen. Jalen under the rim. Over to Brooks. No good from the corner. Need that, Brooks. We need it. Ooh, step back after a shove off. Gillespie gets the steal off of the saved rebound from Hartenstein. Ooh, yeah, Dilly. Get physical, Dilly. Don't lose the ball, Dilly. Don't slap Chet in the beak, Dilly. You're going to review it? That was wild. No cap on a stack. That was wild. Yeah, it's going to be probably a... it's probably going to be a flagrant because there really was not much need for that. You know, he kind of looks like a black, skinny Joe Rogan. Anybody notice that? I don't think they'll eject him, but they'll give him a flagrant one. It was reckless. It was like, oh, I lost the ball. Let me just swing. Oh, whoops, I caught you in the lips. He was making a play on the ball, but that's also just... That's just... He's frustrated because he had a shitty dribble and he embarrassed himself. It's an embarrassment foul. Flagrant one. I hope that this calms him down. Bro, take a breather. Slap the shite out of him, bro. Good job, Holmgren, going down, selling it hard. Just miss it. Miss one, Chet. Why do you hold the ball like that? Oh, okay. He turns it in. Second free throw for Holmgren. Just miss one. Hits them both. Buttery. Not crazy at all, Roy. They just need to wake up a little bit, start clamping. Maybe we get some shots to just luckily not fall for OKC. Chet kicks it to Shea. Ooh, tween. Ooh, loses it. Ooh. Good defense by Book. I don't know where the foul call comes from there. That... Shea didn't even have to flop for a foul. He was just playing solid defense. I want to see this. Help us out, guys. I hate to shuck and jive extra, but it is the playoffs. Please hit that like button if you haven't. Also, hit that sub button if you're not subbed. If you've been hating on this channel, just being like, I want a sub. Now's your chance. All right. Hey, we got you, I want to say Benavir, but that ain't it. Ben Iver one. Yeah, man. We don't even play that physical. They still won't let us play physical. I don't really need Gillespie on the free throw line boxing out Chet, but okay. All right, Chet gets them both again. 18-12 on a 9-0 run type shit for the Thunder. Book screens here, gets 2 screens, doubled, perhaps twippled, being mo-aggressive, fouled, going to the line. Where's Code? I haven't seen a single popcorn A little puff of popcorn, not one. You know what, Alex? They didn't even have Colin box him out. It's interesting. They had the two guards that are usually at the three-point line run down and box him out. That's different. I don't think I've ever seen that before. No, hey dot. No. Don't stand up for your leader of the alliance. All you alliance dudes can just shut up right now, as far as I'm concerned. You, Sam, Book Hits. What other alliance members we got in here? Hartenstein, handoff here to J-Dub. J-Dubber back to Dort. Dort to Chet. Chet to the rack. Trips. Throws it at the rim. Hartenstein collects it. Hartenstein trips over the tripped Chet. And their double twin towers is really frying our a-holes right now. Jalen Green for three. And he'll just airball real quick. Is that chill? Pull from J-Dub, no good. Rebound, Green, good job, Green, going to the ground, getting that fake black man Hartenstein to foul you. See, I would believe that Hartenstein is part hunchback of Notre Dame before I would believe he's black, but his dad is part black, so. And who am I to cast a stone? Look at this skin. Jesus, I could tan you off the reflection of my arm. Gillespie, guarded by Gilgis. Screen from Oso for Book. Book doesn't care about the double. Throws it to Oso, who gets tripped by Chet. Luckily, it was kind of a tangle up. Yeah, for real, Roy. I mean, you got to see if Grayson has it or not. Oso looking for a DHO. Ugh. Scarily gets it to Gillespie off the screen. Misses the three. Rebound yet. Holmgren. Gilge. Under to Elmer Fudd. Elmer Fudd almost Jose Avocado'd your boy Brooks. Brooks picks up his dribble at half court. Finds Gillespie. A backdoor cut to Bookski. A rebound and a block there from Yetsky. Gilge to the rack. Turnaround. Good. 24-14 teen, folks. I haven't noticed his shoes. I'll have to look at that, Roy. Woo-wee! That was a great block. Might have been a goaltend. I didn't get a chance to look at it. Book thought it was. All right, guys, down 10. Just a quick, what was it, like 15-0 run? King J-Rock says, yo, what's up with Man? What's up with Mark Man? Mark's out again with soreness in his foot. And I was saying it last stream. I like Mark Williams better than what we had at center, but I don't think he's the answer. He's closer to the answer. It's closer to what you're looking for, but he's like, I wouldn't say Greg Oden injury prone, because Greg Oden was so injury prone he could never get on the floor. Mark can actually get on the floor, but he's, do you guys want to say like AD? I wouldn't say he's like Anthony Davis injury prone, because Anthony Davis was like, he'd be cooking you for like 40 and 20 a game, and then he'd do something to his knee and he's gone for 3 months. And it's like, well, But either way, what I'm saying about Mark is we have to do ourselves a favor and find someone clear-cut better than him to replace him with. I would also settle for man. You know, 2K God says Robert Williams. Robert Williams is very injury prone too. It's kind of the same thing. I don't know. I'd have to talk to Tori about it. But Iverson says, Oso looks lost. Please get him out. Yeah. I'm ready for man. I am. I'm ready for some height. I'm ready to have 1 7-footer go up against their 2 7-footers. Please and thank you. You know? Alex says Roberts barely played for like 3 years. Very true. He's more in and out than Mark will. Unfortunately for him. YYC says Mark not going to get his payday. I mean, why would you pay somebody who is as injury prone as Mark Williams? Now, Mark Williams played more this year than I think he did the last 2 years for the Hornets. I don't know if overall he doubled those, like played more than both of those seasons. But individually, I know he's had more games this year. But don't forget, we did a good job of just like never overloading his workload, never giving him too much. And the second he feels like a toenail is sore, he's out for a week. I think that's Highwood, Highsmith, Smithwood, High Hayes, Book, pulls, doubled, pulls anyways, in and out, rebound yet Yolmgren. Chet to Dort no good, rebound Jalen Green. 4 minutes and 15 seconds still in the first, guys. Suns can make this a closer game. Green dribbling, kicking it to Highsmith. No good. Rebound goes straight to Gilge. Gilge almost ripped. Getting doubled, getting tripled. Finger rolling. No good. Good rebound. Highsmith. Gillespie back to Dillon. Back to Gillespie. Looking for Book. Book getting roughed up. Rough defense. Brooks to the rack. Hangs. Lefty finish. No good. Highsmith. Rebound. Brooks. Tween cross. Oh, don't hit him in the face again. Brooks barely can dribble. Pulls up from a midi, and it's a no good. Why is he looking like he's dribbling with stone hands, man? Great pass. Abdel Nader kicks it back to Elmer Fudd. Over to Gilgis. Oh, great defense from Jalen Green. Great defense from Highsmith. Good run out there from Book, but a long rebound because you didn't box out Dylan Brooks. No, you didn't. And a put-back yonk from Chet Braham Lincoln. But it's okay, guys. We don't need a center out there. We gonna beat him with small ball, baby. We got Dylan Brooks at center. Okay, we got Highwood High at center. Ooh, Jalen Green, nice 3. That's helpful. So things started getting tough, and what did Ott do? Small ball! Get the smallest players in there! Well, coach, could we have someone at least 6'7"? No! 6'7's the cutoff! Great block there from Green, but he can't control the loose ball. It goes straight to Chet for a nice, quick, easy dunk. And the Suns have some defenders coming in, a.k.a. Royce, but also Dunn is coming in. That's nice. Green, step back 3. No good. Rebound goes off Dort's foot, out of bounds. Bismack, you know, I would say I thought at most we'd win 2 games. This was one of them I thought we would win. They're awake already, so maybe 1 win, in my opinion. Highsmith over to Book. Book, quick to the rack, pumps. Throws it away, trying to pass out of a double team. Seen that before. Gilgeous to the rack, Euro. Kick out to Elmer Fudd in the corner. No good. Rebound goes to Dunn. Dunn over to Gillespie. Gillespie to Book. Book pulls up, fouled for show. That's a for show right on, and that's an and one. Ref, if you say that's not all right, that's something you need to check. That's something you need to check. Why, ref? Why would you lie like that? There's no reason to lie. He's going up for a shot. I'll actually shank that ref if I get a chance. Hypothetically. Okay, they changed it. I don't even have to hypothetically shank him. Good gracious. Tori would watch that and be like, nope. The refs are good little boys that don't ever say nothing wrong about nobody when it benefits my team. But the second I get upset, I'm going to go on a 45-minute Twitter rampage. Type shit. Gilgeous with the ball. Book guarding. Gilgeous. Book guarding. Step back in his face. No good, but a rebound there for OKC. And don't you worry, they're going to get another shot. And don't you worry, Elmer Fudd going to get another offensive rebound off of that miss, baby. Shade of the rack. Finger roll. If at first you don't succeed, just get an offensive rebound versus the Suns. If at second you don't succeed, get another offensive rebound versus the Suns. And so on and so forth. Ryan Dunn stripped, stolen by the other Jalen Williams. And they've got Shea with it, guarded by Dunn. They get the switch. Nope, Dunn goes back to Gilge. Gilge blows past, gets fouled, probably going to the line. I agree with that, Sam. Good moves there from Shea. Damn, he might have got fouled on the way up. MVP. First free throw good here from Shea. Shea through the MVP chance. In it goes. Almost popped out. Green bringing it up now. Book trying to get open. Green looking for Book. Gets a short roll screen from Book. Get the switch. Green swarmed. Gets bailed out with a foul call as he trips with the ball in his hands. Vision, this is what Jordan Ott thinks wins basketball games. He thinks the shorter, the better. The smaller, the better. The tinier, the less length we've got out there, guys. I don't see, this is day one stuff. Do you guys know ball? Do you know ball vision? Everybody knows that basketball is a short man's game. It's been a short man's game as long as I can remember. Oh, now the member of the leader of the alliance wants to show up with popcorn. Yeah. I bet yous was busy, weren't yous? Yeah. Jalen Green's free throw is good. Nice throw up ahead. 2 seconds. Holmgren gonna fade for 3 and drill it. 35-20. So, folks, 15-point deficit. You guys know what I think is going to happen in this series, but not the best way to start it off, I'll tell you that. OKC looking like they're warming up versus a high school team right now. Later, Romero. It's been real. Yeah, YYC. I mean, we could, we can come back, but it's gonna take something. It's gonna take something. But hey, at least Jordan Ott went ahead and spotted them a nice little 15-point start to the game because he's scared of playing tall players. I didn't expect anything different, Code, but I did think that if we did pull off a win, it would be this game because they could be not tired. They could be a little stuck in the mud because it's their first game back and we've been playing all week, but no, that didn't work out. Joker, I think he likes small ball because it worked in Cleveland and maybe this is all conjecture. I have no real reason to think this, but it's like maybe because he's a smaller hooper. Maybe because he's a smaller hooper in his life, he doesn't feel like small guys have a disadvantage. Like, no, dude, it's fine. You could be small. No, bitch, not in the NBA. No, you actually do need length. And you know when you need length the most? You know when you need height the most? The playoffs. The playoffs. Why? Why do you need length in the playoffs? Let's think about this for 1 second. Could it be because everyone plays real basketball? What do I mean by real basketball? I mean the type of basketball where it's like high stakes high school playoff basketball or high stakes college playoff March Madness basketball, where your defender defends you with everything he's got, and the person playing against you in the paint, they're gonna box you out with everything they've got. And why? Because it's a numbers game, and you're just seeking out as many second chance opportunities. Whoever gets the game is to put the ball in the rim. The team that gets more opportunities to put the ball in the rim will mathematically likely get a chance to put the ball in the rim more because they had more opportunities. Am I losing anyone yet? Are you guys still there? How do you get more opportunities than the other team to put the ball in more times than the other team? Rebounding. How do you get rebounds? Who gets rebounds? Is it short players or is it tall players? Oh my God, man's in the game. Terrific. And we get an instant alley-oop up to Hartenstein. Green cut off baseline. They're doubling the shite out of Green. Somebody's going to have to help score. Dylan, could you do it? Dylan, floater, not even close. Not even close. The Suns have been outscored 26-8 since the 8-minute mark in the first quarter, sorry. Green, tween to the rack, scoop, pass to Man, kicked out of bounds by Hartenstein. It's very possible, Bragsy. Very possible. Royce to Man. Man to Green. Green. Gillespie, step back ski. Woo! Beautiful shot from Gillespie. That's what we've been missing on offense. Literally, one of our best scorers on offense. One of the real reasons why we're actually in the position on the standings where we were is because Gillespie was insanely better than he was supposed to be, and we got a foul against Royce. I doubt Hartenstein meant to do it like you did, Brooks. Relax. Brooks goes, he's on the ground. He swung his hand up like that. Brooks, there's a difference. He did not mean to do that. He did not mean to do that. And it was open-handed. Yeah, Daniel, we weren't allowed to tank. We couldn't tank. Tanking wouldn't have gotten us anything. Oh, damn. Got a single tear coming out of Royce's eye like a Mohican that saw somebody litter. You had a dono? Ooh, I don't know how I missed it. Ceasefire Roy, $2, says, Ott gonna need slurp juice. Stop playing small ball. He needs something, Roy. He needs something. Definitely not a flagrant. Mark, my foot is sore, Williams. That's a terrible call, bro. That is a terrible call. Flagrant against Hartenstein. I'll see it again. I'll give it another chance. I don't see it. I don't see it. And Royce misses the ball. Ball don't lie. Stop acting like you can't see, Royce. He barely touched you. You missed the free throw because ball don't lie. Hits the second one. Yeah, Daniel, I mean, I'm trying not to, but I knew it was going to be a week of that. Malawatch, top of the key. Looking for Green, gets it to him. Pick and roll. Green, turnaround, fade away. No good. Box out there, a strong box out by J-Dub. Wallace kicks it back to Williams. No good. Rebound, Jalen Green. Green, crossover. Green, fouled by Isaiah Joe. Hey, Dot, just flagrant. I don't believe that Hartenstein meant to hit him in the face even a little bit. Like, none of it. There was no knowledge that his face was there. He wasn't even looking in that direction. He was looking the other way, getting swung to the ground, and his hand went up to balance himself. That's what I saw. But what do I know? I'm just a little cuck boy, you know? Gillespie stops and pops Nice and no good. Tries to go steal the rebound back, but can't. Isaiah Joe kicks it to J-Dub. Back to Joe. Pump fake. Back to J-Dub. This is J-Dub Jr., by the way. Mitchell hits the three. We might get beat by 40, you guys. Malawatch to Gillespie. Back to Malawatch. Nice pass, but he can't control it. And a dunk the other way. Doo-dah, doo-dah. They tried to give us the points. That's fun. Oh, no, that was the timeout. 45-24, guys. How do we feel? Well, JM, I mean, at least we've got someone out there who can get a rebound, you know? It's a terrible lineup they've got out there right now. It's just not enough. I don't know. Maybe it's just their defense. OKC's playing great defense, and they're hitting their shots. There's really nothing you could do against a team like this. Finely tuned machine, championship machine. Well, Brady, I wish I could root for you guys. God bless Sundo for not being here. He made the right choice. Nah, I can't, Brady. I was all set. I was really excited to put on a Blazers jersey, and I had a little Blazers foam finger that said we're number one. I had to throw them in the trash, though. Yeah, it wasn't a perfect pass, Will. That's why I'm not willing to say that it was all man's fault on that. It was kind of but still, a center with great hands who's fully calm could probably catch that, you know. Coach says if Devin would have showed up against the Blazers, we wouldn't be in this position. Honestly, bro, I think we would have been in this position against the Spurs too. You know, only would have had that added nostalgia of getting your ass belted by the Spurs like we used to back when we was young boys, Code. Corpsey, I want to agree with you. Initially, that was my thought. But in my opinion, all experience is good experience. And I want this Suns team, I want these young dudes. Man right now is playing in the most hectic, high-paced environment he's ever dreamt of. So when he goes to the summer league this offseason to work on his moves, it's going to be like playing against babies in their cribs. It's going to be like playing against toddlers that just learned how to walk compared to this. So it's going to be really good growth for him. That's why I want Fleming in there. That's why I don't mind that we're probably going to get our scrub-a-dubs in there because they need... I wouldn't even call them scrubs. I'd say they're babies. We need to get our babies in there so they can get some experience. Anything they can do against this is going to make them better going forward. You know? Like, you don't really get better at a video game unless you increase the difficulty. And the only way for them to increase the difficulty is to go to the playoffs. And we're getting the best team in the playoffs. So it's like... This is just a growth moment. Just try to take it for what it is. You know, think about where we're going to be in a couple of years. Goodwin, no good. Also, we get to figure out what it is that we got to change. What are the weak links? The Thunder are going to show the Suns what their weak links are specifically. And they're going to highlight them in bright pink or bright yellow. And you're going to know. Book to Oso, Kicks to Brooks. Brooks off the screen. Bumps. Blocked from behind. I feel like Brooks is just... He's not... I feel like... I don't know. I don't know what it is I even want to say. This is the Brooks that you don't want to see. Brooks, back to Book. Good job. Book, doubled. Shoots a tough-ass shot. Thinks he got fouled. Thinks he had no landing room. He fell. Tried to sell it. Doesn't get the sell. And J-Dub's already the other way getting fouled. You already GG'd me, Romero. You already GG'd me. Yeah, YYC, he's not that Brooks yet. You know, I've seen glimpses of it, but both free throws are good there. Goodwin bringing the ball up. Somebody come give my man a screen, please. He kicks it to Oso. Oso back to Book. Book doubled. Kicks to Good. Good with the blow-by. Has to snatch back because Joe gets away with bodying him. Dylan, turn around. Fade away. No. Good going the other way. Wallace drops it off. Kicks it into the corner to Joe. No good. Rebound Royce. Don't worry, guys. We got Royce and Oso out there. This is what we need for our bigs. Nice pass to Goods. Good floater is good. Great job. Here comes the comeback, boys. Here comes the Fugazi. Y'all ready for this? Who's got the ball? AJ Mitchell. Remember when me and Sundo wanted AJ Mitchell for the Suns in the draft? Oso tips the ball out of bounds. It's going to be OKC ball. Now I see Oso's Kobe's. I like those, Roy. We got a timeout, folks. Oh, man. Braggsy said Jordan Goodwin limping. Great. Just what we wanted. Romero says comeback loading. Shut up. Okay? That's what I got to say to you. Ceasefire says Matt Ishbia looks lost. I didn't see him. That'd have been fun. See what his facial expression is saying right now. Roy says, can we get some Flem Dog minutes? Apparently not. Apparently not. I think I'm going to try to drop a Von Sanity video after this game with a thumbnail that says, it's Jover. You know? Ivy says, Gabe, why is Royce playing? Because Royce is a veteran that hits threes. And he's smart. He's so smart, and he always makes the right decision, they say. I don't know. I can't even blame Royce. Royce, there ain't nothing Royce could possibly do in this situation. Goodwin to the locker room. Terrific. Yeah, Richard, I mean, I would love to see Fleming. Apparently, Allen has been available the last 2 games. Only bet and not allowed to play? Okay. Okay. All right. I mean, I think Ott would play Grayson if Grayson was ready. There's no way he's ready. He's probably like, yeah, technically I could play, but it's really risky type shit. Like, I'll put it this way. If this was a regular season game, ain't no way Grayson would be considered available. They're looking to see if Oso touched it last. Well, they're giving it to the Suns. I don't know, man. I know Llama said, do you think we trade for a good pickup this coming draft? Maybe a good, you say shooting guard? I don't think it'll be shooting guard or point guard. I think they'll go after, unless it's Ja Morant. Because apparently they want to get that big splash. Alley-oop! Is that Cason Wallace who dunked that? Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I didn't even know Bro could dunk. Midi for Brooks, no good. Tipped out by Oso. Book with the ball. Book, little short pull-up. It goes. I wish, Dusty. I wish. Thunderball out of bounds. Baseline. Ideal straight up for Ja, man. I don't know anymore. I'm stuck in this place where I want Ja, but I don't want to give Book up or Green, and I don't think that's gonna be possible. Jalen Williams, second Jalen Williams looks hurt, holding his ankle. Poor guy. He's up. He's okay. I don't know. I'm not. I would say I'm in the vast minority. I don't think vast is the right word for it. I'm in the small minority of Suns fans that actually wants Ja. I don't believe that Ja sucks. I think he was just faking so he could get traded. Like, I get why you guys think he sucks. I think he did it on purpose. Handoff from Oso to Book. Book. Midi. Why is he flailing? Why is he having to do that? Crossover. Kick back to Chetty. Back to Williams. Oso guarding. Little hezzy. Little tween cross. Little step black. Wow. What a shot from J-Dub. Bro is disgusting. Brooks for 3 off the screen from Oso, and he actually hits it. Here comes the Fugazi boys. 31-53. All right. Mark Dagnalt says, you know what? That was scary. I feel a Fugazi coming on. Time out. Anybody got a issue with type 2 diabetes? Got a nice little commercial for you here. Oh, you know, they're terrified, turtles. As they should be. Roy, I don't think God wants to hear from us right now. I think God's punishing us right now. All right? Punishing us for not wearing our Valley jerseys. Daniel Burke says, at least WrestleMania is on soon. Too bad WrestleMania is going to be a worse performance than this. Nah, Brandon, I highly doubt Ott will get fired. They'll rock with him. He's from Michigan State. That's what Matt really cared about the most. And he overachieved this year. He's not going anywhere. We won't be able to have that conversation until next year at the end of the year. All right, Mitchell over to Shea. Shea, little midi floater, fouled by Jalen Green, going to the line. Now they're bringing up the fact that the Suns passed on Shea. McHale was a good pick. Not the right one. That's true, Roy. Brock versus Femi could be good. Book over to Dunn. Rocker step from Jalen. Nice pass to Oso, out of it. Jalen doubled over to Brooks. Brooks, 3, no gooks. And a rebound from Dunn, and he's fouled out of bounds. And Daniel, I mean, people will be talking and wondering, are we going to go after Giannis? But I don't even know what to think about that, honestly. I haven't given it any thought. Jalen, step back 3, in and out. Oso board, blocked out of bounds by Shea Gilgee. Suns ball, at least. Jalen. Ooh. Kickball. They do, Jay, and they look tired. I don't know, Romero. I need to eat something, though. Probably get some barbecue, to be honest. I think my barbecue place is actually closed on Sundays. Maybe not. Maybe it's Mondays. Book pump fake. Book. Kick back to Brooks. Brooks. Over to Dunn. Dunn to Jalen Green. Tough 3. No good. Oso with the rebound. Oso back out to Brooks. Fade away. Brooks. He hits it and 1. Don't roar at the crowd. You're down by 21. Just relax. That 3 got us within 21. That was a tough shot, though. I like that. All right, Dylan gets the 4-point play. Shea to the rack, pulls up, and fouled by Dylan. Going to the line, Dylan's third foul. See what happened. See if he actually fouled him. Not a foul, dude. I mean, yeah, I guess he slapped his wrist after the ball came out, but I don't know. I don't know if that even counts as a foul. Maybe it does. Definitely did hit him on the wrist. Second free throw's no good. Maybe that was a ball don't lie. Sitch. Green. Kicks it to Book. Book's been absolutely quiet since early. Book fadeaway to... Oh, no good. Tipped out by Oso. God, we needed that. Book to Brooks. Brooks for three. No good. Tipped out by Oso. You guys see what this does for you with a reverse layup there? You see what that means? It means you can afford to not be having the hottest night because you're going to get multiple looks. They're getting multiple looks on every possession. That was one time we got more than 2 looks and we scored out of it. Shea, tween dribble, 3, no good. Kick out, rebound, nope. Right back to Shea, Euro floater, in. Book. Got a screen foul on Dort. Brady, did From come out? I don't know if you're in here, Brady. Did From season 1 come out? Or the next season? Did it really start? Because I'll stop this stream right now and go watch From. You guys want to switch and do a From? All right, nobody tell me anything. I don't care about anything that's going on right now. From's the only thing that's important to me. Brooks hits. Of course, I mean, I would think it's going to be solid panicking. It's, my opinion, the best show on TV. Oso with the rebound. Back over to Brooks. 39-58. Brooks. Nice backdoor pass, but it was behind Book, and he can't control it. It's out of bounds. Shea in and out. Kicks to Dort. Dort back to J Dubbers. J Dubbers fadeaway is good from the mid-range. 60-39, folks. Just a quick 21-point lead. Not a big deal. We're just chilling down 21. That's where we like to be. We're just joking right now. Oso, backdoor cut to Jalen. Fouled, going to the line. We get it, Doris. We get it. We get it. Jalen Green's free throw is good. Cuts the lead to 20. I don't know if I'll be able to Fortnite anytime soon. Maybe. Jalen Green's free throw is good. Dort to Shea. Shea has the in and out, kicks to Dort. The three almost went in. Done with the rebound. Oso at center, I believe done at the 4. Green, doubled, on his way to the rim. Short, and no good. Gilgeous, crossover on Book. Cross behind the back. Kicks it to Dort. Dort with the hezzy. Over to Chet. 3 is good for Chet. 63-41, folks. Book to Green. Over to Dunn in the corner. Dunn no good. Great tip out from Oso, man. Book for 3. He drills it. Suck on that, Code. Three for 10 is your boy Jalen Green. Can you believe it? Pump fake Dort. Dort fouled by Book. Yeah, Oso's playing incredible. Obviously not scoring, but he's tipping the ball out like crazy. Hey, TikTok's finest zest boy, Jared McCain in the game. Gilgeous, step back 3. No good. Rebound, Jalen. Jalen loses his shoe and passes the ball to Book. Jalen walking up the court, trying to slide his shoe back on. His heel is out of his shoe. His heel is in his shoe now. Book. His heel is still off of his shoe. And the ball gets tipped past Royce because Royce can't catch it. Royce has to shoot a half quarter. Not even close. All right, I'll hold you to it, Bragsy. Yeah, he was trying to let Jalen get his shoe on, and he couldn't. SGA all the way to the rim. That's beautiful. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Book blocked on the last play. And it's 65-44. Shea just let the ref know, hey, when I went to my left, I got hit in the face. You didn't call it. It's all good. I know you guys will call it next time. Ref goes, you're right. My bad. My bad. Let me lace up my own SGA shoes I'm wearing right now. Literally. Brawadis is crashing out. Well, if Brawadis is crashing out, then he doesn't know ball. Okay. I hate to say it. I know that's breaking news to some of you. All right, guys. Halftime show is here. Now, here's where it would be really nice to have less Sundo. You know? A little entertainment. Instead, we'll just go to the chat and see what you guys have to say about this awesome game that the Suns are really totes competing in right now and not embarrassing themselves in. Ball says Book has 1 assist. Really? Let's take a look at the stats, actually. See if I can't pop them up. Okay. So here for the starters, or at least who was on the court, actually. Book, 13 points, 5 for 11. They are doubling and tripling him too, and he's gotten all 13 points through a double and a triple team. That's why you don't see a ton of popcorn from Code. You see a little popcorn here and there. He can't help himself. But not the full-blown popcorn epidemic that we normally see. Sorry, I thought I just saw something here. Let's see. We can pull up these stats more proper. All right, here we have it, folks. Dylan Brooks is 3 for 13. It seems like the OKC idea was we're going to double the shit out of Book. We're also going to double Jalen if he gets the ball. And we're gonna make Dylan, since Dylan wants to come out talking saying, we like OKC. We're gonna go steal game 1 from them. Since he wants to talk like that, let's put the ball in Dylan's hand and frustrate him and help off of players, and block him from behind when he tries to go in and score. We'll get him inefficient. So, of the 3 scorers on this team, you've got 2 of them hella inefficient. And Book's not super efficient either. So, outside of them, you've got Colin Gillespie, who's hit 2 threes. I don't think we're going to win this game, but you need to tap into Colin Gillespie more. If for no other reason, get him going against OKC. Get swept by OKC. Nobody thinks you're not getting swept. But get Colin Gillespie going. Get his confidence back. I think he could wipe out all of the negative that he built up. Because he built up a lot of negativity surrounding us as far as what we think of him. What he thinks of himself. He could rebuild his confidence in this series, because if Colin Gillespie could be Colin Gillespie versus OKC in the playoffs, I think he'll rebound and become good Colin Gillespie again next year. He has been playing with zero confidence, but today he looked a little bit better, and I think you just got to take any little win you can get in this situation, There's not a lot of wins to come by in this scenario, so you got to take every little one you can get. Yo Fave says, I think benching Green would help, or as a 6th man. I don't know. I mean, I think OKC just knows what to do. Not only do they know what to do, they're physically capable of doing it because they've got really good defenders all over the court at all times. They help well. I think, so let's play it out. We start bringing Jalen Green off the bench in this game. Well, then he's out there and there's no Book out there to double, or it's just him and Brooks, and now it's even easier to send defensive attention his way. I think having him out there with Book is actually good for both of them because it makes them pick, okay, well, we can't double everyone. We don't have the numbers for it. Brandon says, is From scary or just another weird show? Nothing weird about it, okay? We're talking top 5 all-time goated sci-fis. It is scary. The first episode has a jump scare in it that got me, okay? And I was scared, and I didn't want to keep watching it, but I knew that Romp would flame me. I knew he'd know I was scared of that first jump scare. So I kept watching it. And the cool thing about From is not every episode is scary. I'd say like 1 out of every 4 or 5 is scary. And then it's more like just like incredible story, incredible story, incredible story, incredible scary story, incredible story, like that. Other shows that I would rank high. Well, I'm a sci-fi connoisseur, so I'd say the greatest show of all time because Game of Thrones shanked themselves is Breaking Bad. It's the best show ever. Ceasefire says, Gabe, what can you say about Booker? I say Booker is trying. Booker doesn't look sick anymore. He looks like he's trying his damnedest. He's just being double and triple teamed by the best team in the NBA. You know? I don't know. You throw out a show, Brandon. Throw out a show, good or bad, and I'll tell you me opinion of it. Risk says, Suns win 103-98. Risk, even you don't believe that. Okay? Golden Girls. I never really watched Golden Girls, can't lie. Narcos show. I watched the first season of like the first original Narcos thing that came out. It was really good. Brandon, so I'm actually a lost scholar. I'm actually I have a PhD in Lost, and it's unfortunate because to understand and fully appreciate Lost, you have to get a PhD in it. You have to write a dissertation on what really happened in order to understand it. You have to read several PhDs on what happened in Lost to understand it. I do. Okay? And so I might not be the best person to ask because I don't think Lost ever fell off. I think you fell off, the American people that were watching it. Severance is one of my goated shows. Severance is in my it's in my top 5 current shows. Foundation is in my top 5 current shows. I've watched Foundation 3 times. Guys, don't fuck with me when it comes to sci-fi. Okay, you can't rock with me. Yet, Brandon, you need to be Desmond to understand what happened. Brandon, I think the ending of Lost, I understand why people don't like it, but it was beautiful. So it was a beautiful, beautiful ending. Beautiful. I haven't gotten into Ozarks yet. Last of Us was insane, woke, trash garbage with some of the best source material possible. You know? I've really mostly only heard good things about Ozark, though. Walking Dead was my favorite show. And it was my GOAT show until it got to the point where they just were stretching it out too far, you know? I don't blame you, Y-Tiff. Landman Meatloaf, I can't watch. Here's my issue with Landman. It's disturbing. So, first of all, Billy Bob's ex-wife. Woo! 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 I haven't seen her, though, because I'm married and I don't see women. They're mostly invisible to me, but woo, brother. But his daughter. So, what I don't like about Landman is that they go out of their way, episode after episode after episode, to make you, the viewer, feel like you, the viewer, belong in the Epstein files. I don't like shows that make me feel like I'm doing something wrong and that I'm a PDF file. Silo, goated. I tried to stop watching Silo because I thought I wasn't going to be into it, and I gave it a second chance. Goated. So with Landman, the daughter is like 24 in real life, 25, but they make her a 17-year-old, and then they show her half naked all the time, and they put her in situations where they keep making older men not have to look at her half naked, and they have her saying stuff that's just insanely overly sexual. It's like, dude, why can't she just be a college daughter? Why can't she be a freshman in college? If she was a freshman in college, then you wouldn't have to feel like a legitimate PDF file that drinks baby's blood, allegedly. Okay? Like, why are we doing this? Why do you keep being like, oh, she's 17. She's 17, by the way. No, she isn't. And stop making me feel gross. So I had to stop watching Landman after like 5 episodes, man. You know? Mo Dizzle says, hope we play Fleming. Please do. I mean, they're playing Dunn, but no Fleming yet, man. I haven't even seen Fleming on the bench, to be honest. I haven't even seen a flash of him on camera. CB said never thought of it that way. I mean, that's how I took it, is like, how come every scene with her is her doing something, and then they constantly remind you she's 17. They're like, they have to tell you that. They put her in sexual situation after sexual situation and then tell you she's 17. Don't you feel gross? It's like, yeah, I'm turning this off. What's wrong with you people? Brooklyn Nine-Nine. At first, I was like, all right, this is a little too silly, but I am a big Sandberg fan, and so it warmed on me. I probably watched it 6 or 7 times, and I just can't ever watch the last season. They ruined it because of George Floyd. God rest and keep his soul, you know. Arrested Development, goated. Definitely, securely, probably top 5 funniest shows of all time. You know? It's up there with It's Always Sunny. Have I watched The Rookie? Is that I don't watch a lot of those cop shows. I feel like those cop shows are just so... What's it like? What's the word? Just so copy and paste. It's like, oh, you guys stopped watching this show. What about this one? He's an old cop who well, the thing is, he's old and he just became a cop. You guys want to watch that for a couple seasons before we cancel it and start over? No. I don't. Xena, man, I used to watch that when I was little, only because you were forced to, because there was nothing else on TV that late at night, but I never really got into Xena. I never got into Beastmaster either, but that shit was always on. Lord of the Rings, Ring of Power. Isn't that the woke remake? I love it. If it's woke, I love it, because I'm a good boy. I would check out Bosch. I've heard nothing but good things about Bosch. DBZ. The only anime I've watched is Attack on Titan, which was truly, truly art. Mo Dizzle, I kind of miss Isaiah Livers on this team a little bit. He was... Maybe it's because we were winning when we had him. Maybe it had nothing to do with him, but I liked the way he played. You know, Vision, I'll probably just catch the replay of what happened with Oba and Brock. I don't feel like I need to sit down and watch the whole thing. If Sundo was going to be around to watch it, I'd watch it with him, but I ain't getting no ESPN for that. I'm not paying Triple H $1. All right, guys, game's back. Hartenstein. Nope, they kick it out to Chet. That's a 2, I think. It's no good. Brooks with the board. Get this Gamecast back up. Let me get me some audio because I want to hear this L job. Jalen Green, fadeaway in the corner for 2. Beautiful. The Bear, awesome, man. The Bear is art. I haven't finished watching it. I need to go back. I watched the first 2 seasons and really enjoyed it. Very stressful watch, but very, very fun to watch. Book with a 2. Couple of buckets to start for the Suns here. Goody's actually out. That sucks, man. Hartenstein floater is good. High arcing, man. Wow. Whoa. Green off the screen. Kicks to Oso. Sorry, Royce back to Book. Book for 2 off the blackboard. No good. Fouled by J-Dub. Will J-Dub get 7 more points? What's he at? 11? I would think so. It feels like he hasn't really even gotten going yet, and he's been pretty efficient. Pluribus. I feel like people that don't like Pluribus just don't have an imagination, man. I feel like people that don't like Pluribus are just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. If you don't like Pluribus, I don't understand you. I really don't. Book hits. Handoff front. Nope. Keeps it. Gilgeous. Fade away. Sells the foul. Says that Royce didn't give him any room to land. Have you not seen Pluribus yet, Brady? You've seen it. I know you've seen it. You'll love it. You'll probably love it. And it just takes 1 episode with Pluribus. You know right away if you're going to like it or not. I actually am a big SpongeBob fan. Ceasefire. I've been rocking with SpongeBob since I saw my first SpongeBob episode in the 5th grade. I'll never forget it. My wife hates that I'll watch SpongeBob. If I see SpongeBob on, I'm watching it. Royce kicks it back to Jalen. Giggity, giggity. Good shot. Jalen, thank you. Gilgeous, baseline. Stopped. Oso's on him. Step back 2, pumps him into a foul. That's a real foul, at least. I guess SpongeBob, when I was little, it was just starting. And so I've been loving SpongeBob for a long time. He's just such a badass, you know? Shea hits. Yeah, Roy, you'll like it, dude. I think you will. Oso got blocked by Shea. I thought it went in. Wow. Shea, Hezzy pump fake. Kicks to Chet in the corner. Chet, no good. Rebound, Jalen. Jalen. Tween. Kick over to Book. Book forces it up. No good. Book versus Hartenstein. Takes him to the rack. Kicks it out to Dylan. No good. Rebound, so. Shea to the rack. Drops it off. And a foul on the Suns. Every time Shea touches the ball, it's a foul now. It's crazy. I saw that Luke Cage is coming back on Netflix, Manuel, and I love, dude. So I'm a weirdo. I liked all of the Defenders. I even liked Iron Fist. Reverse layup for J-Dub could have been a travel, but no. I love Luke Cage, man. I'm so happy it's coming back. Jalen. Uh-oh. Pass is deflected right back to him. He kicks it to Royce. Book with it. Book with the pick and roll. Book doubled. Kicks to Royce. Royce to Dylan. Dylan. Tries to go with his left hand and gets it rejected by J-Dub. J-Dub. Nice Euro. Royce flopping. Royce, get your ass up and don't get a technical for flopping. Okay, Shea to the rack, fouled. I mean, I don't even need to say it. You guys should just know when I say Shea to the rack, it's going to be followed up by fouled. Yeah, Firefly is ultra goated. Ultra goated all time. I didn't see that, Joker. I don't even know what that is. A-Ang? I might watch Peacemaker. Because I don't hate John Cena anymore. Book ripped by Shea Gilgeous. Shea Gilgeous just ripped him, and they're going to say it's off, Book out of bounds. Book's complaining, and we're going to do a review. Yeah, Serenity was such a good movie, too. What up, Zambook? Yeah, I mean, if they're going to get a foul call, they might as well start roughing them up like the Jordan rules. You know? I don't want to see SGA get injured, but within reason, you might as well hack the shite out of him. John Cena shows up in an episode of Pluribus, and he did a really good job, and so I was like, wow, I think I like John Cena now. He might legitimately be a better actor than, probably is just pure acting, better than any of the other wrestlers that went into acting. You talking about Cena, Nasty? You're going to have to come with some receipts, Nasty. The Marine. Don't talk about the Marine, hey Dot. Don't talk about the Marine, okay? I'm still pissed off about the Marine because that was supposed to be Kurt Angle's movie. And Kurt Angle was trying to get clean. He was trying to get clean off of pain pills, and he was going to use that movie as a time to get away from wrestling and detox a little bit. But no. Vince had to pull the rug out from under Kurt Angle and give it to John Cena because he was the bigger up-and-coming star. Only bet, I think that would be a waste of $20, but who knows? Who knows, man? Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Uptown, as far as wrestlers, Cena's not even in my top 10. I cannot watch a John Cena promo from start to finish without having to turn it off from cringe. When I grew up, wiggers were cringy. When I grew up, wiggers were ostracized. When y'all grew up, you guys treated them like they were the best wrestler in the world, which is insane to me. I haven't seen Roman Reigns acting now. That's why I could never take CM Punk. Aside from the fact that CM Punk looks like he's never worked out a day in his life, that's why I can never take him seriously. Jalen Green over to Book, pick and roll with Oso, deep three for Book, and he fucking drills it. Finally, Book turns on a little bit of aggression. Ruthless aggression. Okay? Chet doubled, kicks to Hartenstein. A backdoor cut is wide open because Dylan Brooks is gambling. Book over to Oso. Oso back to Dylan. Dylan behind the back. Turnaround fadeaway. It's a great shot. It just doesn't go. What's happening? What's up? Got my fired up. What's happening? What's up? And finally a missed midi from SGA, but they get the rebound and they kick it out for a second chance opportunity. And it goes for a 3. Right back to 21, boys. Oh my God, Oso tried to posterize Hartenstein and misses it, gets blocked. They're both on the ground. Shea the other way. Scoop lay, no good. Rebound Royce. Book pulls up already. No good. The long rebound does go to Book. Book gets a foul, flop foul. They're going to say it was on the floor, even though all he did was catch it and shoot. Wow, what a block from Hartenstein. That was awesome. He really got all ball. Royce over to Book. Book back to Royce. Royce for 3. Needed it. Got it. It's the only way we could ever keep up with them is by hitting our threes. Chet over to J-Dub. J-Dub out to Dort. Almost lost it. Back to SGA. Chet screen. SGA. Pump fake. Kicks to J-Dub. J-Dub 3 seconds. Splits the defense. Beautiful, unbelievable move. Cooks every son on the court, basically. Ain't that the truth, Wanikin? Ain't that the truth? Green pumping. Kicks it to Brooks. Brooks tween. Hezzy loses dribble. Gets it back. Gets to the rim. Very nice take by Dylan. Very nice take. 18-point Gazy, boys. You guys ready for the foo? Ready for the foo gay? Little pocket pass and a behind-the-back pass from Hart and Stizzle. No gizzle. Rebound Jay Wizzle. Shea Gilge over to Dort, who drills the three. Miss a shot, offensive rebound, make a shot. Miss a shot, offensive rebound, miss a shot. Offensive rebound, miss a shot. Offensive rebound, make a shot. That's OKC's game versus us. Brooks to the rack, bumps and throws it past Chet. Calm down, Brooks. Calm down. We appreciate it, but calm down. Timeout or a sub coming in here? Very tough take. And now he's got his fourth foul. Terrific. First free throw is good for Shea. Yeah, it's crazy. He threw that layup off the backboard as hard as physically possible. Like he was trying to dunk it and lost control. Gilgy gets the other one. 21-point lead. 20 for Shea. Inefficient 4 for 14. Oso to Book. Book tries his flop foul. Doesn't get it to go. OKC's ball. Shea. Tween behind. Tween pound. Over to Chet. Open three. No good. Rebound goes straight to Book. He pushes it up to Dunn. Dunn's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Let me just throw it back to Royce and get it stolen by Dort real quick, Ski. Let me just get a layup on me by Dort real quick. Oh, my God, it didn't go. Good defense, Dunn. Royce trying to skip pass. Kicks to Dunn in the corner. Dunn with the blow by Euro. Foul on Oso. Doesn't even matter. I mean, Brandon, the thing about the meritocracy that this team runs or doesn't run is we don't get to see practices. We don't get to see team meetings. And so there's more that goes into it than just the game. It's like, what level do they show themselves to be prepared to the coach? And then the decisions are made from that point on. So it's tough to fully like understand and feel like you fully know what is going on. So we're having Dunn bring the ball up, guys. That's how lost we are on offense. Book with the ball, screens from Highsmith-Highwood, kicks it back to Royce-Smith-Roycewood, Royce to Dunn, back to Highsmith, back to Dunn. Dunn just does not want to shoot. Get Dunn out of the game. He's not ready. Get Dunn out of the game. That's 2 turnovers. Get him out of the game. This is why you prepare Dunn through the season by playing him real minutes and getting him comfortable inside the offense and out. That's why you're supposed to play him, not sit him. Shea to the rack, no good. A tip out, though. Of course, they're going to get another chance. Second, J-Dub bricks it, but of course, they're going to get a third chance. A putback is up off the backboard and in from Shea Gilgeous on their third chance. Let's see what the rebounding difference is. I'm curious. So, shouldn't have pulled it up, but let's guess here. What do we think? It feels like we're being out rebounded by 12 rebounds or more. So we're at 34. They're at 40. So only out rebounded by 6. But what about offensive rebounds? Only out rebounded offensively by 2. Wow. Not as bad as I thought. It's kind of crazy. Free throws, yeah, man. But I mean, they're the most free throw shootingest, and we're the least free throw shootingest. So I mean, that's on par. You know. Check turnovers. Okay, let's check turnovers. We'll check free throws. Just trying to be lazy over here. 14 free throws to 20. So we've only shot 6 less. Turnovers, 12 turnovers to 4. You called it. Solid 8 differential there. Can't get a bucket. You're right, ESPHX. It's just one of those things, man. Just one of those times, kind of like Summer League, where it's like we show up to watch the games, then we realize that it's just going to be a humiliation ritual. I mean, I see you guys saying that the NBA is rigged and whatever, it's tough to watch. So if our team was competitive, it wouldn't be tough to watch. If it might feel more rigged, because if we were in a close game, we'd be like, the only reason OKC's in it is because they get every foul. But it's like, you saw, we've only shot like 4 to 6 less free throws than them. What's up, Jeff? Says adjustments for game 2. That's a good question. It's a good question, man. I don't know. Get Mark Williams back. Yeah, Alex actually plays centers. Just don't show up. I like that one. Could we get Holmgren a ham sandwich, man? Like, I just feel like bro has to gain some weight at some point in his life. He looks purposely anorexic, and I know he's not. Free throws are good from Shea. 90 to 63, boys. We're about to give up 100 in 3 quarters. Gillespie over to Highsmith-Highwood. Smithwood Haysmith to the rack. Throws it back court. Under the rim. He's driving left, but he's been rusty. Throws it away. I do hate out. I have seen it, and I ain't hating, okay? Elmer Fudd, guarded by Book, kicks to Shea. Highsmith-Highwood guarding him, kicks it into the corner, back to Shea. Gets the switch to Guy Gillespie, who immediately fouls the second he gets near him. Robert, I personally mispronounce everything on purpose. It's not really that serious, I promise. Shea makes the free throw. I've never had a Cayman Jack Zambook. Are they good? What do they taste like? What are they? Free throw good again here. Gilgis looking for Highsmith. Over to Book. Book to the rack. Pulls up from the elbow. Good! Uh-oh! Uh-oh, Dagnall! We just ended your 8-2 run. How will you recover? J-Dub Jr. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell loses it out of bounds off of Royce last. Mitchell kicks it in. They whip it around. Wallace walks to the rim past Book and Highsmith and hits the lay. I'm ready to take Book out of the game. It'll fry my picks, but I don't care. Book gets hit in the face. Going to the line. Well, maybe not. It's probably not in. We're probably not in the bonus. Royce inbounding. Kicks to Highsmith. Back to Book. Book to the rack. Kicks it to Highwood. Corner three. No good for Hayeswood. Elmer Fudd. Touche. Gilge. Royce guarding him. Gillespie tween, behind the back, pound dribble, step back, in and out, but don't you worry, Wallace will rebound, and they'll get another chance, but luckily he misses the other corner three. Dunn gets the rebound and kicks it to Book. Screen coming. Double shows first, so he kicks it to Royce, 13 seconds. Book going to try to come get this ball, and he gets fouled again by Wallace. Well, Jeff, I mean, I think it's that way for people that thought we were going to have a chance to beat OKC, you know. Book misses the free throw real quick. Is that chill? Is it chill if he misses a quick free throw? Just checking. Just wondering. He'll just fry my picks real quick with that missed free throw, if that's chill. Because if Ott has a brain, he won't put him in the fourth. Second free throw is good for Book. I don't even know who they picked, Ott. Straight up, I have no clue. Wow, J-Dub again from the corner, 66-97, a 31-point lead. The Suns have failed to score 25 and failed to keep their opponent under 30. Easy peasy lemony snickets. You know? Paige Bucker's girlfriend? I don't know. Nasty. I mean, we're not even getting our asses handed to us by the refs. Like, the refs would have to pick up our ass that OKC had already handed us and then hand it to us for them to hand it to us. You know what I mean? I don't see why it's the refs' fault. I mean, you knew the refs were gonna give Shea a foul every time he touches the ball anyways. That's already going in. So you would have to play well and to use that as an excuse. You know? That's what she said, ball. Braggsy, I mean, he thinks that that's the answer for everything. Small ball. He just, I don't know why, man. He's convinced. I thought I had. What did I not have? All right, I guess there's no drawstrings here. Big time, Michael. Big time Stwuggle Bus. Because OKC is already better than the Suns. What you can't have is every time they miss a shot, they get 2 or 3 cracks at another opportunity to score without you touching the ball. So until they get that figured, I can't even notice the refs. I don't even see the refs. Do 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 do. Basically is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we're down Allen, we're down Williams, we're down Goody, and I think if we had them, we might be able to keep this within 25. You know? But hey, we're just a bunch of chill guys. We're just a bunch of chill, cool dudes just watching a game, you know? Braggsy says, Gabe, will we lose by 8 points in any of these 4 games? I don't know, man. They could all be blowouts, realistically. All right, Gillespie with the ball. Green now with it. Getting a screen from Dunn. Nice Euro from... Oh, he smoked it! Green smoked it. Crazy. I need that layup for me picks. Ooh, nice little pass into Wallace. Wallace back out to Isaiah Joe, who hits the 3. 66-100, folks. 66-100. Brooks backing down Wallace, backing him down, dropping it off for man, but it was a fancy, no-look, rushed pass, but that might be on man to catch that ball and go up with it. You know? Wow, nice block from man, but it was after Colin is going to get called with a foul. Yeah, Jeff, I mean, I'm grateful to make the playoffs in the sense that we've got a lot of young players that could really use this experience. Seeing firsthand what a championship, potentially 2-time championship roster plays like in the playoffs. This is something that they can learn from. That's why I'd rather be here than on the outside looking in, because it can help our players going forward. We're still going to be fans next year. We're still going to be fans the year after that. And in those years, I think it will be good to have had this opportunity of getting thrown to the wolves. So it's all about the future for us anyways. We were never winning a title this year. That was not happening. I'm sorry to be a spoiler. I'm sorry to, I know some of you might not actually have thought that until just now, me breaking it to you, but it was never happening. Just get better. Just get better. We got better. Now we need to keep that up. Keep that level of growth and don't backslide. You know? Wanikin said we need Obama. You want me to say something good about Obama? Anybody want to hear something good that Obama did? Your boy BB tried to pull the same stuff with Obama, and Obama said, nah, I'm good. I ain't going to Iran. Nice try, bub. Gotta respect Obama for that. I don't think I'm ready for Obama at point guard, but, you know. Dusty said, Furrow Gabe, 9 more wins this year. Let's add a real power forward and 9 more wins this next year. That's a great goal, bro. Do it again. 9 more. No, man. Apparently, ceasefire, your boy Biden's got metastatic bone cancer or something like that. So, you know, shout out Joey B, man. It's terrible news. My dad just texted me and said Obama didn't deport Sundo. That's another thing Obama did right. You know? Lord knows he had the chance. Now she said Suns just need to forfeit the rest of the 4 games. I mean, they gonna have to play him. What a block by Man, but that should have been a charge, I think. Little elbow to Collins' head, I think. Gillespie to Green with the fadeaway 2. It rattles out and an over the back by the Suns. Actually, might be a foul on Joe. You wish, Dragod. You wish we were keeping it within 20. Okay? We're better than that, though. We could do 40. These are rookie numbers. We've been down like this before. Man on the perimeter gets the ball to Jalen Green. I need a bucket, Jalen. Jalen to the rack. Kicks it to the corner. Done for 3. Not even close. Man pressuring the rebound, but can't get it. Mitchell comes away with it. Mitchell to Hartenstein, back to Mitchell, over into the corner to Wallace, wide open, not even a thought to defend him from Jalen Green. Got a pass here to Dunn, over to Green, he's calling for a screen, gets it from Dunn, gets the switch to Jay Will, the floater for Green is good, that's pretty, thank you Green. Code says, you okay, Gabe? I'm chilling, bro, what are you talking about? Listen, I'm the one that predicted this 3,000 years ago. Kick to Mitchell. Brooks guarding, double step back all the way across the sky. No good. Rebound man. He kicks to Brooks. Back and Don Mitchell. Half spin. Turn around, fade away, no good. Short. Mitchell to the rack. Off the backboard, no good. Man rebound. Up to Brooks. Brooks, thinking about it, kicks it to Jalen. No good from 3. Green. Derek Goodwin's injured and out, brother. He's got a calf strain. He is out, which hurts. You want to see the prize picks, Brandon? Let's take a look. Because I know I'm not getting the rebounds from Goody now. Hopefully they nullify that one for me. That'd be real swell. Green gets ripped by Cason Wallace. And a dunk the other way. Let's see where's my PP?
A woman in a towel.
Sorry about that. Getting close here. I need 1 bucket from Green, and I need 1 point from Book, but Book probably won't come in the rest of the game. Isaiah Joe, no good. Dylan Brooks with the rebound. That's how the cookie always crumbles, right? You fail by 1. Brooks getting a screen here from Man, Hezzy, Cross, backing down Mitchell, bumping him and fading away from the free throw line and hitting like his name is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Fade away from J-Dub is good. 104-70. Suns call a timeout. Why? Because I've gotta. I don't know why they would call a timeout. Just get your backs cracked, bro. You know? Derek, are you listening to the stream with the volume on or off? That's my question. AZ, I mean, I really feel like OKC is just too much better than us to even. I can't even, you know what I mean? Like, it's like looking at the trees and missing the forest. Wemby, for real, he's the head of his churches, his mega churches, music stuff. So they're having music. They're doing some sort of concert tonight. I wonder if they're streaming on YouTube. We could pull that stream up and play-by-play that. Derek said, I'm deaf, bro. Well, can you read, Derek? Because I think they're trying to tell you something. Yeah, AZ, we saw what failure is. Here's what failure is. Having the highest paid roster in the NBA, telling everyone that you know that they would all trade their financial and roster situation for yours, and yet failing to sniff the play-in from the 10th seed. You couldn't even be 10 or 9. You couldn't even sniff 10 or 9's jock strap. That's failure. This is improvement with a lot of room for more improvement. You know? What up, sweet? This is the real score. This is, it's a little too real. YTF, I think next game we should start Man and put him out there with like Fleming and just go young and lengthy and just get experience and see if height and length and defense makes a difference, because they clipped, I think, 100 in the fourth, or at least 90 something in the fourth. What was it? Let's see, 97 in the fourth. I'd at least like to see some defense. It's a Pat McAfee church, ESPHX. Colin. Over to Booyah. And the youngins are in, boys. RIP to my picks. They ain't putting Book back out there. Fleming hits a corner three. Beautiful shot from Fleming. Kenrich over to Jared McCain. McCain pulls up from the elbow and hits. Bouye over to Gillespie. Pick and roll with Fleming. Gillespie step back midi is good. Great shot. I think he does, Dusty, to be completely honest. I think he does. There's another offensive rebound. Joe, wide open three. Drills it. Late run out from Common is not enough. Not fast enough. That sucks, Brandon. That sucks, man. Gillespie for three. No good. Long rebound goes over to Bouye. Bouye with the hezzy and the drive baseline. Kicks it into Fleming in the other corner, who comes in and hits the three. Shooting 40% from February and March, but Ott doesn't trust him. Ott don't like him. Ott don't think he's good. Ott don't think he's the baby Kawhi. You know? McCain with the reverse layup. No good. Bouye throws it up ahead to Gillespie. Gillespie with the quick hezzy, kicks it to Bouye, and then right back to Gillespie. Pick and roll here from Fleming. Spin move. Kick over to Malawach. Malawach floater is no good. Malawach, that was a little funky. Maybe take your time. Maybe realize you're 7-2 and you're not going to get blocked, so you don't have to rush. Type shit. Wallace, baseline to Joe. Joe out to Wiggins. Wiggins tween. Pound dribble. Fade away. Good. From the mid-range. SGA knows this is going to be light work this series. Bouye, pick and roll with Malawach. Bouye over to Gillespie. Pick and roll with Malawach. Bouye to the rack. Can't finish. Put back. No good from Malawach. And he can't secure the rebound. Push it up here to Wiggins. Wiggins, tween, cross pass. Isaiah Joe, tween, step back three, flick it at wrist. The wrist! And it's good. 114-78. Got a foul here, and Coffee's coming into the game. And the crowd is roaring for their OKC backups to come into the game. Flemdog over to Bouye. Pick and roll. Kicks to Coffee. Coffee takes a screen from Man. Coffee to the rack. Coffee loses it. And some funky white passes it out to Jared McCain, who hits a zesty 3-ball from the corner. Bouye kicks, they swing it. Fleming to the rack. Fleming stops, kicks into the corner to Coffee, who hasn't played in a month. Coffee, fade away, misses, doesn't matter. Shot clock violation, boys. You guys think we can come back and win this game, or do you guys think it's over with? Because I think we still have a shot. McCain, double snatch black. No good. Dunn with the ball. Dunn, tween. Dunn had a 3. Doesn't even want it. Doesn't even want to try a 3. Man holding the ball up high, but not high enough. Loses it. Bouye recovers it. Gets to the rack and scores. Wiggins, tween dribble, crossover, step back, over to Kenrich, no good. Done with the board, though. Done to Bouye, screen, has the in and out dribble, back to Dunn. Dunn doesn't want it, kicks to Fleming. Fleming drills a super fucking contested 3. A super contested 3. 3 for 3 from Fleming. McCain, no good from 3. Rebound goes to Kenrich. White boy extraordinaire. Kicks it to Wiggins. Fouled. Fleming. Sorry, stolen. Fleming comes away with the steal, but it was someone else that created it. Coffee looking for Flem. Kicks to Boo in the corner. 16 seconds on the shot. 14, 13. Coffee. Pick and roll with Dunn. Coffee into the paint. Kicks it into the corner to Dunn, who has to take the 3 and airballs it. Dunn's mental ain't right. Fade away, not fade away, just a leaning back 3, missed. Bouye comes with away with the rebound. CM Punk. What a yoke. Pick and roll here. Bouye and Malawach. Bouye, turnaround, fade away. No good. Wiggins kicks down to Kenrich. Back and down. Spin move versus Kenrich. Or from Kenrich is good. Nice post move. Done with the ball. Pick and roll with Malawach. Done. Kicks to Bouye. Bouye. Uh-oh. Ripped, but fouled by McCain. Suns ball still. Yeah, if they can't even get 90, dude, that's pretty insane. Other team had 97 in 3 quarters. What's happening to the Mets, AZ? Bouye from the free throw line. Good. I feel that way too, not my truth, because there's the less negative nostalgia surrounding it. This is a new nightmare, you know? I'd like a newer nightmare, not reliving an old one. Don't want the Spurs to have the satisfaction. It's all good, Code. I mean, it's all good. You know, we're fans to the point to where we're going to even watch the car crashes. The Alliance wins night one, all right? The Alliance wins night one. Actually, no. What do you think of Booker's performance tonight, Code? What do you think? In 3 quarters. I thought he looked a lot better than he did versus the Blazers and the Warriors. I believe that he was sick. I had said it that I thought he looked like he was secretly injured, and it turns out it was a illness. You'll have to rewatch, you know, the highlights or whatever, Code, take a look at his stats and figure it out. But I think he showed up better tonight. And everything he did through super duper defense, man. They were doubling and tripling Book like he was hot and like he was still the problem and like he was still the answer to stopping the Suns. But also, they did that to Jalen Green as well. They really came after Jalen Green and did not let him get going the way that he normally was. And they had Dylan do the bulk of the scoring, and Dylan was like, oh, you want me to take the majority of the shots? Say no more, fam. And went 6 for 22. So they baited us. They played perfect. They probably had this conversation before the game. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have Dylan Brooks beat us. Come on, you know? Because Dylan Brooks really does believe that he can beat him by himself. Alex said, did Coffee play? He did at the end. Everybody got in at the end. Gillespie seemed to have a little bit better of a game, 3 for 6. He looked more like the old Gillespie that we used to get. I'd like to see more of him next game. Malawach went 0 for 2 with 3 rebounds and a turnover and only 1 offensive rebound, no blocks, no steals. Fleming comes in, goes perfect 3 for 3. 2 open threes he was ready for, and the third 3 was hand down his throat, checking his tonsils, and he still hit it. So I think Fleming has to play. I think Ott needs to admit that he is wrong for not playing Fleming. Will he? I don't know. I think it would be very aggressive of him not to play Fleming next game. I would personally start Man and Fleming. And, of course, you still play Oso. Oso's full bulk amount of minutes. Oso could still get, what did he have, 26 tonight? He could still have 26 to 30 minutes. I don't mind. You don't have to play man the whole game, but just get the height out there, get the length out there. And, you know, see if that is anything. See if anything comes of making the paint less attractive and less easy to score in. Also, more than anything, because that probably won't matter, right? They'll just foul bait and they'll just get man and Fleming in foul trouble early. So what it really does is it can negate some offensive rebounds. I feel like the offensive rebounds is really what got them off to the hot start. And then you got to do something about turnovers. We gave up a huge disparity in fast break points, and that to beat the Thunder, we have to win. We have to win the fast break. That's our only chance. So we can't have them win it. It at least needs to be equal, or closer to equal. I agree. Malawach isn't ready, baby. Malawach watch. However, he's the closest thing you have to something that can get offensive rebounds and stop offensive rebounds. Him and Fleming in there together, I feel more confident about that than I feel about Oso and Brooks at the 4. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's going to fix everything. I'm not saying he's hot and ready to play. I'm saying he's bigger and can rebound better than Oso. And here's why. You can't do Oso and Malawach because then you have no backup center. Sorry, I got to refocus my camera. Then you have no backup center, and both of them will plug up the paint, and there won't be anywhere to drive the basketball. So we're between a rock and a hard place. No. Big time rock, big time hard place. Joker says, here's his next lineup for next game. Book, Green, Brooks, Fleming, Oso. I wouldn't hate that. It's not just because Fleming made those 3 threes, but that certainly has to factor in the decision. You know? It's switched over the news, and I see that the ceasefire isn't holding, Roy. You might need to call your uncle. Code's still arguing for a hard rebuild instead of what we did. I don't know, man. I think I'd rather have some respectability. You know, we don't have picks, right, Code? So if we don't have picks that we can dig ourselves out of the situation, I think we need to remain attractive to star players that are becoming available. I think that's your best chance of getting back to being a good team, is getting the right big free agent. You know? I'll hop in there for sure, Roy. I want to watch it. Code says trading Book would get us picks, Gabe. That's true. It's true. It's true. Everything's got to be on the table. You know? I mean, I always think it's a rigged league, nasty one, but it's a rigged league towards who can make the NBA more money, and if the Suns can build themselves into what can make them money, we get to be a part of the rigged, you know? Also, you can outperform to the point where they can't rig it. Too big to rig, like Sundo would say. Devin said, what happens if OKC gets the number 1 pick? I don't think they will, because they've got the Sixers pick, right? Or, no, they got the Clippers pick. I don't think it'll be first. Definitely entertainment, JM. It's definitely entertainment. Yeah, Ryan Dunn failed this game, man. Ryan Dunn didn't look ready for the moment. The moment looked much too big for him. I lay that at his feet, but I also will say, I don't think he's been done any favors this year being benched all year and not given any opportunities for growth. And that's why I was always arguing for him this year. It's like, you have to get this guy ready. You're going to start helping him to regress if he doesn't play. The only way he'll progress is if he plays. Nope. Royce. So, you know. Nashy said, I stopped watching the game like 45 minutes ago. There comes a point when you don't even want to watch this rigged league anymore. I mean, are you saying that you feel like we lost because of the refs, because that wasn't this game. I mean, the refs didn't help us, but I don't think the refs could have helped us enough if they wanted to. You know? They're already going to run the league for a decade, Wolf, because even if they don't get the number one pick, they already have the team to do it. They have a team young enough and talented enough to do it. So if they just want to stay together and play together, they'll run the league. Then they also have the best financial and asset situation. And on top of that, they have a front office that actually understands full well how to get the full advantage out of their situation. They're not going to leave meat on the table. And it's most impressive because they're in one of the cities in the country that is in the NBA, has an NBA team that's the least attractive to want to go live there for your day-to-day life or nightlife, you know? Devin, I mean, everybody should want their GM, and everybody should want him. But I like Brian Gregory. I'm okay with where we're at. I'm not mad about who we've got. You know? That Mexican said championships are attractive. Yeah, but I don't even think OKC needs to get free agents to come in anymore. They have the squad themselves, and they have the squad to do it already, and they can just build naturally for basically free through the draft with good draft picks. The OKC Thunder are the dynasty of this decade. You're just going to have to get used to that and hope it ain't longer. Devin says, I miss James Jones. Stop lying. Devin, we would tank, but we don't have assets to tank. So getting in position for a good pick only helps the teams that already have our picks. That's how down bad we are. You know? There ain't no way out. Trust me, I would be in favor of tanking. I would be. If it would help us. But then that just goes to argue for what Code is saying is that's why you pull the ripcord on Book and you bring in picks. Which isn't a bad argument. It's just not the argument any of us want to hear. Do I think that it was a good trade to get Green for... Well, so here's the thing. It's not the trade we wanted. We asked for other players. We were rejected several times. And we still got a couple of good players out of it. Brooks has been great for our culture, and he averaged 20 points this year and really helped us a lot. He's not perfect. He has his flaws. And then Jalen Green seems to be, I mean, OKC just clamped his ass up today, but he seems to be fitting well in this Jordan Ott system, and we wouldn't be in the playoffs if it weren't for him. So I would say it was a good trade. All things considered, considering Kevin Durant's 38 years old, going on 39, and he demanded a team, and we still got what we got out of that. So that just goes to show how valuable Kevin Durant truly is. You know? It's impressive that we got what we got for him, and it was like our fourth choice. You know. Steven said, Game 1 is always rough for top seeds versus low seeds at their home stadium. This was the one I thought if we could sneak a game from them, it would be this one. And you saw how the game started out. The Suns looked like they were the ones that were ready to play, and OKC was like, "Oh, okay, you guys really want to play? Oh, okay, then let's actually try." And then it was Jover from that point on. Did Brock retire, Roy? I don't blame him. That's crazy. He deserves it. He's old enough. He's put his body through enough. Baby Malo said Brooks needs to be limited to 10 shots now. I think in an ideal world, Book and Green would not be getting double teamed and triple teamed. That's the crazy thing is OKC did such a good job of sending doubles and triples at Book and at Green and recovering in time. It's like really the only option a lot of times a play would break down. And the only thing you can do is like, it ends up in Brooks's hands naturally, right? Because that's what OKC wants, and that's what OKC's aiming at. And then Brooks is the type of dude who's like, okay, shot clock's lower. I've got the ball. I've got single coverage. I'm going for it. And you live and die by that. And today we died by it. You know, Kenny Goodwin got hurt, a strained calf. I don't expect to see him back this series, unfortunately. I don't remember that, Alex. I'm sure he did. That's why initially I never wanted Dylan Brooks, but he proved me wrong. He's worth it. Today was the bad side of that coin, though. Although you did see some good side of the coin, too. Epic says we did a good job on Shea. Most of his points were free throws. We did, man. Like, he didn't have a crazy efficient game. 5 for 18. And I feel like we do that well versus Shea for whatever reason. Maybe we've been getting lucky and Shea's been playing us coming back from injury often, but didn't matter. Didn't even begin to matter. They're just too deep. They're too deep, too talented, too well coached, It's rough. Code says, building around Book just to lose for a couple of years until you're forced to rebuild anyway is crazy. I mean, you say that now, dude, but if you get the right... in the next couple of years, if you get the right free agent in here, you tinker with this a little bit, I think we could be back to being somebody in the hunt. I'll say in the hunt. Yeah, I mean, with Nash though, dude, like Nash was still giving us great stats. He was still carrying the franchise that whole time. And he wanted to stay until he was like, yo, do you guys mind if I go front run for a title real quick? And we blessed him with that. I see what you're saying. It's not a bad comparison. It's actually very true. Ceasefire Roy says, I mean, Gabe, you have made a point guard, which is not his. You've made him a point guard, which is not his primary skill. He was good at shooting guard. You need Paul to facilitate the offense and let Booker cook. I've been on that wave of thinking for years, but I've been proved wrong a little bit. I mean, Book has progressed as a one, and I mean, I don't know. Maybe I haven't been proven wrong. Maybe I was right that you need that type of player, but there aren't a lot of CP3s out there. There aren't a lot of Ricky Rubio type point guards out there anymore. So, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. Yeah, Code, they never should have let Dragic go. I like Ja Morant. I think Ja Morant is so good and shockingly unselfish. He's not a dynamic like Chris Paul style floor general, but he gets to the rim so easily. When he's locked in and playing his best, he's up there in the top 5 of players that we thought were going to be the face of the league. I think he could take so much pressure off of Book that you wouldn't even be able to double Book. But I know I'm alone in thinking that. I know you guys saw him trying to get himself traded, and now you think that that's what he's going to be for the rest of his career, but we disagree. Yeah, for real, Oracle. Said watching the Thunder feels like you're watching 10 guys on the court for them. They're everywhere. Everywhere. And we were super duper predictable. That's true, Obey. We might not have to wait to get through this series. The bombs might be dropping any second now. Will Kawhi be a free agent this offseason? Epic Thunder, would you want Kawhi on the Suns? I mean, if Kawhi seems like he would just retire. He doesn't seem like he really wants to play basketball that much anyways. So I don't see why he wouldn't just retire and heal up. You know? Free Devin, I mean, who was locking Ja up when he was at his best? I don't remember really seeing him get locked up very much, but that's why he would be with Devin Booker. That's why the two of them could play together. I think it would be a really good 1-2 punch. But also, I'm not saying I want to get rid of Jalen Green, and that's where I'm an idiot. That's where it's like I can't have all these things. I'm just saying I want what I want, but I don't have a way to get it. You know? Yeah, it was a huge disappointment, Alex, and now he's older. Although he did play a lot of games this last season. I think he actually made the cutoff for that 65-game rule. I don't know that I think he could do that again, and he'd probably cost a lot of money, and he'd never play, and I don't know. That's what I say, Code. But Jalen Green, I feel like he has earned himself the right to not have me asking to trade him. You know? Yeah, Roy, I don't know, man. DeJounte gets injured too, and DeJounte hasn't been doing shit on the Pelicans, so I don't know. I need to look into what's going on with DeJounte, because he would have been a great fit for this team at point. That's a tough question, Code. You're probably right, man. As soon as we get out of algorithm jail, I'm gonna make a video about that. Johan says we need bigger guys on the floor. We're mostly shooting long shots because I was seeing at least 3 guards. Yeah, we play 3 guards, and we don't even play centers. We don't even play 7-footers. So, you know. Epic says trade Grayson Allen. This guy is never available. At the beginning of the year, I was a hard no on trading Grayson, especially if you remember when we started without Jalen Green. Grayson was running point, and I think he was doing a fantastic job of it. He was getting to the rim and scoring, and he was hitting a lot of threes. Then when Jalen Green came back, he went back to being a spot-up shooter only, and it all fell apart. On top of that, he started getting injury-prone, and so I think it is time to pull the trigger on trading Grayson if you can get anything for him. You know? Yeah, he seems broken. I say get the guys out of here that are the most injury prone, like Mark Williams and Grayson. You might be able to fetch yourself a first rounder with the two of them in a trade package. Maybe you get lucky, you find 2 ones. You know? Coates has got to wait for Beal to come off the books. Yeah, it's true. What do we got? Only 16 more years for that? Yeah, Malo. Dunn definitely will be playing in Summer League. Bro hasn't proved anything. He needs to go back to the drawing board. Put Malawach out there for sure. Brea, of course. Alex says trade idea: Brooks and a pick for Turner. Yeesh. I don't know if they want him or not. If they would even want Brooks. He'd be good there though. So when is the next game? When is the next massacre? 22nd. All right. So not Monday, not Tuesday, but Wednesday. Is that right? Wednesday. You know, maybe we have Mark Williams, so we only lose by 25. That could be nice. I really wouldn't hate that. Brooks has more value than, I mean, at this point, guys, we got to figure something out for our height. Our height is busted, you know. One game would be cool, Alex. It would be a nice little feather in your cap, but realistically, OKC has the blueprint. They have the skilled workers. They've got the desire. They've got the home court advantage. They've got the pedigree. I just don't see it, man. I really don't. But, you know, we'll see you guys soon. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Another few days for us to try to get out of algo jail, which won't happen. I think all me picks failed. Goodwin went out with an injury. Book missed that second free throw, the first of 2 that would have got that for me. And then Green couldn't get her done either. Pretty interesting if you think about it, guys, but we'll all get another chance here Wednesday to go through this again. Shout out to Prize Picks. Use Coach HMA. And we'll see you guys Wednesday.
You have had your last match with the world's heavyweight wrestling champion. You understand that? Sit down, grasp it. And for all you hundreds of thousands of people, you're not riding in limousines, you're not flying in jet airplanes, because you're not Ric Flair. Woo! You're not riding in limousines, you're not flying in jet airplanes, because you're not Ric Flair. It's over. I am Missy Chip stealing, wheeling, dealing, limousine riding, woo, jet flying, woo, son of a gun. They call, woo, the nature boy. You can't style, you can't profile. Let's put it on the line with he's the man that everybody picked to dethrone Ric Flair from his world heavyweight wrestling championship. But Luger, woo, you're not riding in limousines, you're not flying in jet airplanes, because you're not Ric Flair. Woo, you're not riding in limousines, you're not flying in jet airplanes, because you're not Ric Flair. It's over. Last shot.